Hello everyone, Thempire Ian here with more new cards. We've got the new Mitsurugi cards to look at, but first we've got a couple of one-offs. First up, a Argostar card. They're getting an Ixies monster. Isn't that neat? Isn't everyone excited for Argostars? Everyone's excited for Argostars, right? I think some people are. Some people are actually quite excited about them. They got a little bit disappointed by the Odeon stuff, I imagine, because it wasn't actually support that helped Argostars in the conceivable way. But this it has to be. This is Argostars Courageous Arion, a rank 4 Dark Warrior Ixies with 22/22, 2 level 4 monsters. You can only use the first and second. Once per turn, you can also Ixie summon Argostars by using one Argostar monster you control. Huh. That's quite interesting. You can just slap this on an Argostar's monster. Does that include the traps? I think the traps are still considered traps, maybe? I don't know. If this card is Ixie Summon, you can add one Argostar spell from your deck to your hand. Alright, so it searches the spells. That's good, because the spells are pretty decent. They get you to the stuff you're looking for. Then during the standby phase, you can detach 2 materials from this card, place up to 3 Argostar contiguous traps from your graveyard, face up in your spell trap zone. So this does what Apophis does, the new Apophis fusion guy does for Apophis, but for Argostars. It does it during the standby phase, but that seems fine to me. It does have to have 2 materials on there to do that. So if you use this Ixie Summon effect here, you won't be able to really do this. Because there's not really a way to get more material onto here. It does say transfers material, so you can Ixie summon this card on top of itself, which is funny. That wouldn't help you with that situation unless you did it twice, I guess. That's a once per turn though, so you'd have to like wait a turn. Yeah, I think you're best off just doing the basic deal there. It's a pretty good card, though. Like, for Argostars, this is a pretty decent card, I think. She's cute, too. I like the outfit. I like the little fucking... I love these little, like, futuristic eyepieces. I love them. They're so fun. Alright, next up, we have a set named after another set. A Return of the Duelist. It's a normal spell card. You can activate one card with this card's name per turn. If there's an Ixies monster on the field or in either graveyard, add an equip spell from your deck or graveyard to your hand. I will not do that, sir. Mr. Konami, I'm not doing that shit. You cannot... I'm not doing that. Isn't there already a better way to search equip spells? This is not going to help. I just realized... I was like, can I search... Is it, fuck, what was it, Armory something? Why am I spelling it so badly? Hidden Armory. Send the top card of your deck to graveyard, and then equip spell from your deck or graveyard to your hand. You cannot normal summon or set the turn you activate this card. Okay, well, I could see why you might want to do this instead then. But you do have to get an Ixies monster in the graveyard or on the field. So that's... it could be worse. Alright, let's get to the main event here. Get to the Mitsurugis. This is where the magic is happening. Mitsurugi Wave 2. let's ignore that and get the Mitsurugi Wave 2. So, Mitsurugi Wave 1 is already quite strong. I think Mitsurugi Wave 2 can really do a lot to bring it forward and make it a playable deck in its own right instead of being something you splash with Ryzial. Mitsurugi no Mikoto Aramasa, level 4 Dark Reptile, 1200-900. If this card is normal or special summon, or if this card is attributed, it's the standard text of the Mitsurugis. You can add a Mitsurugi monster from your deck to your hand, except for this. Alright, we've got a monster searcher now. If another reptile monster you control be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can attribute this card instead. Okay, that's the pretty standard effect as well. You can only use each effect once per turn. So, we now have a monster searcher. Mitsurugi. So these cards were leaked. I'm not going to talk about it. But because of that, we might get spoilers here, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Deck might have put them up early. I hope they didn't. No, they didn't. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this one was add a Mitsurugi card in your graveyard of banishment, and this one is add a Mitsurugi spell traps. Now we have the one that adds the monster, just the monster. All right, that's pretty good. I like that. Next up, Mitsurugi no Miko Wosu. This is the yaoi archetype. Look at these boys. This is every type of boy you could possibly want is here. All right, what is Wosu doing? It's a level 8. Oh, okay, it's a level 8 dark reptile. That makes it a level 8 you can send off of the ritual card, a ritual spell, which can just foolish burial a reptile. Ritual summon one reptile by tributing up to 2 reptiles from hand, deck, or field. Yeah, whose levels equal to total level. So yeah, this is the full cost. You can special summon, it's a 2000. You can special summon this card from your hand by tributing one other reptile from your hand and one monster your opponent controls. You could tribute Evoltile Najasho. If you tribute Najasho, you can get it back with Elf. Oh, wait. Oh, that's funny. You cannot special summon or activate monster effects for that turn except for reptiles. Oh, it locks you to reptiles, so you wouldn't be able to activate the effect of Evolzar Volcano when you summon it off of Najasho, so it's not good, actually. This is a bad card. No, I'm kidding. You can only special summon once per turn this way. If this card is tributed, you could discard one card, and if you do, add this card to your hand. Oh, okay, so the idea is you tribute this from the deck using the ritual spell, and then you can just add it to your hand and then summon it. And if you do so, you can tribute a monster for your opponent controls. So it's removal. It's kind of like a kaiju, except it requires you to tribute a reptile from your hand. And also, it's not... it goes to your side of the field, so it's like that's like the trade-off there. I like it. It's the full cost for a ritual, and then it also can tribute an opponent's monster. I think that's pretty good. Like I think that's like pretty decent. All right, and here's a new ritual. Level 8, of course. Ame no Habakiri no Mitsurugi. Nailed it. 2400, 1800. I probably didn't nail it perfectly, but it's a dark reptile ritual. You can ritual summon this card with Mitsurugi Ritual. Monsters your opponent controls lose 800 attack. Okay, interesting. So here's our previous options. Could that go away? Thank you. Ame no Murakumo. When it special summon destroys all monsters your opponent controls, and when your opponent activates a card effect, you can make your opponent discard a card, or the effect is negated. Which is fun. It just like hand loops them, or it negates their effect if they don't care about the effect, probably. And then when it's tributed, you can special summon. You can add a card, and then you can special summon this card, which is neat. The other one, when an opponent special summons a monster, target a reptile monster in the graveyard, special summon it. Only once per chain, but hey, if this card is tributed, you can add a Mitsurugi from your deck to your hand, and then special summon this card. So what's our new guy doing? He is lowering their attack by 800, which helps our kind of smaller guys get over. But we also still have a 3200 guy, so I feel like it's not that necessary, but whatever. You can reveal this card in your hand, special summon a Mitsurugi monster from your deck. Whoa, 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 and then tribute a monster you control, and which activates them. Of course, special summoning also activates them. So it's kind of weird. Whoa, though, that's crazy. It just gets them out. So, like, if you... Oh, my God, this is, like, really good follow-up, right? If you already have one of the rituals on the field, you can use that effect to get out one of the main deck monsters, and then tribute one of the rituals to get their tribute effect. Wow. And then that triggers their on summon effect of Ame. Let's just call her Murakumo. Triggers the on-summon effect of Murakumo, at least. And then, yeah, you just get the search from either one of them. If this card is distributed, you can add a Mitsurugi card for your deck to your hand, so it has that as well, and special summon it. Yep, okay, so it has that effect as well. Wow. That seems quite strong. This is just like icing on the cake. Ooh. So this like... this is really good turn 3. Like once you set up, you pass back to your opponent, you use this on your turn, and get things going again. Really good follow-up. I think it's decent as just an extender as well, but really good follow-up. Alright, so now a new ritual spell. Mitsurugi Mirror. This card can be used to ritual summon any reptile ritual monster from your hand or graveyard, which again only includes the Mitsurugis. You must also tribute reptile monsters from your hand or field, okay, so not deck, whose total levels equal or exceed the level of the ritual monster. So it's equal or exceed, so we can overpay a little bit. If Murakumo or Mitama or Hibakiri you control is tributed while this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle this card in the deck. Okay. I guess that gives it a bit more recoverability, so you only need to play one copy of this while you probably play multiples of the ritual, of Mitsurugi Ritual. Activate one of these effects. You can only use each effect once per turn. Ritual summon one reptile from the deck by tributing. So yeah, I can ritual summon from the deck, or I can ritual summon from hand by using the set material in the deck. God, this card is so crazy. And it's... each effect is once per turn. So with the addition of this new ritual, it would have been that you couldn't do all 3 rituals in one turn, but they added a new ritual card so you could do all 3 rituals in one turn still. That's funny. I think this is good, but as like a backup, right? Or it could get you to the 3rd ritual, but also it's just good as like a ritual you can always just have, because it puts itself back into the deck. It recycles itself really well, which ritual doesn't do. All right, Mitsurugi Magatama. Granted, you know, of course, the other Mitsurugi card, which one is it? The first one, Mikoto Kusanagi, can get from the graveyard or banishment. So you could get ritual back that way. But you know, this one it recovers itself. Doesn't require anything else. So that's nice. Mitsurugi Magatama, quick play spell card. During the main phase, activate one of these effects. Tribute a reptile monster, then target one face-up card your opponent controls, destroy it. Okay. That's kind of fun. It, you know, destroys the opponent's card, and then it can trigger the effect of your rituals, or your non-rituals too. Every single card in this archetype likes to be attributed. They're all Najashos in a way. It's the spiritual successor to Yveltal Najasho. Ritual summon a Mitsurugi ritual monster in your hand by tributing from your hand by tributing monsters you control whose levels equal or exceed its level. During the main phase. Okay, I was like, hold up. During the main phase. Okay. So both of these allow you to do. So if you just have the ritual in your hand for some reason, like maybe your opponent did a Perulia on you, so you didn't want to do Mitsurugi Murakumo from the hand, or potentially from the. I guess if it was from deck, it wouldn't matter for this. But like if you had it in hand, but you didn't want to summon it because of Perulia or something like that, this lets you do it on your opponent's turn and then get the effect. Or maybe you just want to hold it because you did draw it and you just want to hold it for that, and you just go for it there. But also, if you do have it on the field, you can use this to pop your opponent's card your opponent controls, and then pop all their monsters. So this could be used to get their spell traps, like snipe their spell traps, and then get back the Mitsurugi and then pop their board, or monsters, I should say. I like that. I think it's fine. I'm not sure if it's great, but it seems like a decent card. And then we have Mitsurugi Sacred Boundary. I do like the art on these cards. They're quite nice. Sacred Boundary, what are you up to? Continuous spell card. Your opponent cannot target Mitsurugi ritual monsters you control with effects of monsters that were special summoned from the extra deck. Okay, so very specific targeting protection. Okay. You can target 4 Mitsurugi cards in your graveyard except for Mitsurugi's Sacred Bond, shuffle them in the deck. Then if your opponent controls a monster, make them tribute 1 monster they control. Okay, so this is like... I don't know if we need this card anymore, Mitsurugi Mirror. I don't know if we need Mitsurugi Mirror anymore. I guess it gives us a 3rd ritual summon, but like, this recycles the cards way better. And then makes your opponent tribute a monster they control. What the fuck? This is crazy. What the fuck is this? This is perfect for a deck like this. Ritual cards go through resources so quickly. I would like if it drew you a card, but the fact that it makes your opponent tribute a monster they control is really good. I think Sacred Boundary is awesome. Holy shit. Mitsurugi Tempest. And wait, hold up. Make them tribute a monster. So yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. The mirror matches for this deck are going to be crazy. Mitsurugi Tempest, normal trap card. If you have a Mitsurugi ritual spell in your graveyard, tribute 3 monsters. The original names are Murakumo, Mitama, and Hibakiri. Make your opponent banish exactly 8 cards from their hand, extra deck, field, and or grave. What the fuck? This is just what's that Dogmatica ritual guy? This is that Dogmatica ritual Albazoa? What the fuck is this effect? This has nothing to do with the game. This is like so Winmore. This is the most Winmore card I've ever seen in my life. It has nothing to do with the game plan of Mitsurugi. It requires you to tribute all 3 of the rituals you're looking to get on the field, which does trigger their effects and make them summon themselves back. But still, you have to establish all 3 at the same time. Have the ritual spell engraved. Have this set, and then it banishes 8 cards. And they get to choose from their hand, extra deck, field, or grave. Like, I guess if you're establishing this turn 1, you can hand loop your opponent or thin out their extra deck, depending on which one they decide to go with. Like, it's not an effect I would like to have placed on me, but like, are you establishing all 3 rituals turn 1 and then searching this card and activating it? Like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. It's possible, but it seems like a lot of setup for something that's only okay, right? It is very funny though. It is extremely funny. This one's a hard one to place because like it really feels Winmore to me, but like you could do it. I feel like you could do it because this deck searches a lot, especially if you're tributing these guys. Like if you're tributing each one of these once to summon another ritual, right? They're getting a search for any Mitsurugi card. This deck has so many cards, by the way. The first wave was 7 cards. This second wave is, I think it might be the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 cards again. So 14 cards total. That's not bad for an archetype, especially a TCG archetype. We don't always get this many cards. The second wave usually isn't this strong. Isn't this like robust? Usually it's just like some bullshit. Ashened. Wow. I really like the looks of Mitsurugi going forward. I think this could be quite strong. I don't think it needs Ryziel anymore. Especially with Ryziel being weakened the way it is. I think Ryziel can use Mitsurugi still. I think Mitsurugi's package in Ryziel is going to be good. Like better because of this. But I feel like Mitsurugi can be its own deck now, too. Wow. It's really interesting. And I don't think you need to play many Ogdoadics at all, really. Like, I feel like this deck doesn't really require Ogdoadics. It's plenty strong on its own. Don't fucking play Snake Rain with this deck. Please, God. Play better cards. Wow. I'm impressed. I think these are quite strong. I'm really looking forward to seeing what people do with this. Because this deck looks cool as hell. Just the fact that they're able to, as we've seen with Rika, right? Tributing your opponent, being able to just tribute your opponent's monsters in Archetype is incredibly strong. Really, really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. Very excited. All right. That's enough from me. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your thoughts about these in the comments below, because I think they're quite cool. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey there. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Got a lot more for you if you want them. Just hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications. I'd also appreciate if you left me a like and a comment, and maybe shared the video around with your friends. You can also follow me on all the usual social media sites. Just check out my website in the description below for more info. My videos are funded by my patrons, Ko-fi subscribers, and YouTube members, whose names you'll see scrolling by in the credits here. For just $1 a month, you too could find yourself here, trapped in my end screen for all eternity. In particular, I'd like to thank Jeremy Coatney, Frog Prince Michael, Fleekill, Haru Hayes, the Almighty Ferret Lord, and Fire Mizumi. A big thanks to all my other patrons and to my little community as a whole. Remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye.